They are among the world's most controversial drugs. Not coke, heroin, or crystal meth, but anabolic steroids.
Steroids are incredibly effective.
I used them a ton.
However, it comes at a price.
Me, Dr. Tina said, you just had a massive heart attack and you're lucky to be alive.
This is Russian roulette that they're playing with themselves.
Millions have used anabolic steroids, including those you'd least suspect. No drug is so reviled, yet so misunderstood. In the Tour de France, blowouts usually happen during the race. In 2006, the big blowout happened 3 days after the race ended.
The Tour de France has taken yet another blow as American Floyd Landis has tested positive for steroids. It is the first time.
Officials announced they had found an abnormal ratio of testosterone in the urine of Floyd Landis, the American who won the Tour. The testosterone came from an unnatural source: anabolic steroids. Landis was stripped of his title. Before the race even began, several other riders were disqualified, including the top 2 contenders. Like Landis, they were accused of using steroids. It wasn't the Tour's first steroid scandal. In 1998, so many riders were found with performance-enhancing drugs, the race was dubbed the Tour of Shame. Anabolic steroids are illegal without a prescription in many countries, including the United States, Canada, Brazil, and Australia. Yet millions in these countries have admitted using them illegally. The real number of users is anyone's guess.
Other than pedophilia, this is the most secretive behavior I've ever encountered. I've had people admit they've hit their spouse, that they've used cocaine, heroin, amphetamines. They'll admit all that before they will anabolic steroids.
In pro sports, adamant denials are par for the course.
Are you taking the fifth?
I'm not here to discuss the past.
I have never used steroids, period.
There's probably not an athlete alive at any level that hasn't considered using steroids, at least at some point in their career.
If even small doses of steroids create long-term problems, what can happen when extreme doses are involved? Greg Valentino was about to find out.
Anything in excess is going to cause side effects. And of course, there's not a bodybuilder on this planet who has not had some sort of side effects from taking steroids, even some supplements.
After years of steroid injections, Greg's bicep fought back.
I had tons of, needles, syringes, needles, the whole bit. And I'm over there reusing needles, dropping the damn thing on the floor, blowing it off, wiping it off, and then you stick that in you, and you get infections, And that's what happened. I wound up getting an infection, and when I got the infection, it starts off, you get a bad fever, the area gets red, soft, pussy. It was like a giant zit in there. It was just loaded with pus. And if you don't do something about it, you can wind up in the hospital and kill yourself, you know what I mean? It could kill you.
Greg knew he was in serious trouble, so he decided to operate on himself.
What you're watching is, I had a hematoma in my arm, and I'm draining the blood. It almost looks like a murder scene. There's blood all over the floor. There's blood everywhere.
Greg's home surgery on his bicep didn't work. After 20 minutes of stabbing himself with a syringe and filling 2 glasses with blood and pus, Greg ended up in emergency surgery.
I deserved it. I was an idiot. I was an idiot,
His world record-holding bicep was hacked to pieces.
You see the difference? Look, that arm's round. That arm's not. You see, when he cut it, you see the cut? When he cut that, went in, forms a scar. That's a scar. I got to get that taken care of. I'm totally self-conscious about that,
Steroids destroyed Greg Valentino's body. He thought things couldn't get any worse. But they did.